12 years ago, I started the biggest adventure of my life. He was about as big as my hand, 5.6 pounds of little buddy. And just a few months later, my wife and I took him to Wilson Creek for the first time. And there I sat on a rock just below Thunderhole and told him about all the adventures I wanted to have with him one day. We could go kayaking and camping and see the world. Places like Wilson Creek and the Tellico and many, many more. And we started adventuring together.
Hey, where are we headed?
The mountains.
What's it called?
Wilson Creek.
And the years have thundered by, and now he's 12 years old, and he wants to be a whitewater kayaker. And after 4 months of preparation and hard work, it was time for me to show him those places we talked about while we were sitting on that rock. And though he'll never remember that conversation, neither of us will ever forget this weekend. It was filled with waterfalls, big rapids, majestic places, and good friends. Shaphan was going to join us to see a river he hadn't seen in 15 years. And Kevin Champ, the Wondering Electrician, was also doing his first big water.
We're about to go meet Kevin in Moxville. He's gonna follow us to Wilson Creek. Good to see you, Kev.
You too.
So we're waiting on James now, but we're gonna roll down here and see what the bridge gauge is. We're hoping for somewhere around -9. -9.5. Perfect. World famous James Burleson, ready to go. Brought the Ripper. Look at that thing. Woo, that's a pretty looking boat. Oh yeah. He just picked this one up, so looking forward to seeing that one on the water. You ready?
Yeah, I'll show you the bottom of it here in a little bit.
Here we are at the put in. Everybody's smiling. Jane's smiling. I'm smiling. Kevin's probably smiling. Pete, first thoughts after seeing it on the way up?
I only don't like 10-foot falls.
You only don't like 10-foot falls?
That's it.
That's actually probably the easiest one on here.
Okay then.
Think triple drop. We'll talk later.
Also joining us today is James Burleson. We met him earlier this year when he invited Pete and I out to join him on the Tuckasegee. That was Pete's first long-distance kayaking road trip, and I only thought it would be fitting if James joined us again today. He's a great paddler, and he's great to have around. He would help set safety and keep an eye out for the other paddlers as we made it down the Wilson Creek Gorge.
Just ride the ledges out. Right where you are is good. Great line. Okay, turn around and go, Pete. We're going left right there. Go right. Nice. And then go left. Shaphan breaks the trip open. Yes, sir. How about a pound, baby? Pete was over there crashing on you. We had a beater train wreck. I like it. Shaphan, talk to me about what happened there.
I hit a rock or something.
All right, you good?
Yeah.
You broken?
No, I'm good.
All right, pound it. Let's do it, baby. Woo! Pete, way to not swim there. That was good. Watch the squirrel. There you go. Paddle through, baby. Excellent. Woo!
We had arrived at the mank above 10 foot, and as the name would suggest, it's a really manky rapid, and that basically means it's got tons of rocks and boulders in it. No clear lines, and you have to fight your way through. The plan was I was going to run it first and get out, and help set safety midway through. James would set safety at the top. That way we can ensure everyone gets through this tight spot.
Amazing, Pete. Yes, sir. You got it. Good recovery. Nice. All right, Pedro. This is the entrance to 10 foot. So we're going to go over Far River right, kind of dip off the edge. Someone's going to be in front of you. Just watch them as they go. Do you want to lead this one? I'll run safety. You run second to last. All right, if something happens, you need to eddy out, feel free to eddy out. There's some eddies along the way. Go right through 10 foot, right down the middle of it. I'll be right behind you.
10 foot falls, the first of the big 5 on the river. While it's the easiest, it is also the most impressive looking. Pete needs a good run through the entrance and the falls to set the tone for the rest of the weekend.
Now add 2 feet of height onto that, Pete, and make it go vertical. You got, woo, baby falls. You're gonna love it. I love the look on his face. He's like, what am I doing?
What have I got myself into?
Just a couple little rapids, a couple little ledges, and then we'll be at Low Buster Thunderhole.
Wilson Creek is a national wild and scenic river, and it's not hard to see why. And there are many places on the river where you can take a minute and soak it all in. Pete was showing himself to be completely comfortable in this environment, exceeding even my expectations. All the hard work is paying off. He was able to wind his boat through the tight spots, ferry the currents, catch eddies, and surf. He also displayed amazing boat control for the first time on a river such as this. Several of these ledges have pitons waiting for you in the bottom, rocks hidden below the surface. You must enter the rapid, pointing in a certain direction at a certain place. You have to make certain strokes, or you're going to have trouble. Kevin, Shaphan, and Pete were handling this with ease, and it was nice having everyone look out for each other.
I'm here on beautiful Wilson Creek. You can see the gorge around us here. Got the crew. Shaphan just pulled off a nice combat roll, but I missed it. Maybe it's on the camera, I just didn't notice. But Pete, man, how you feeling? Crushing his lines. Got James up here kind of leading the way, helping out, helping safety and showing the way down. So Kevin, looking much better this time. He's feeling good, looking good. Shaphan's kind of having a day. Look at it. He's just not feeling it yet, but he'll settle into it. It's in his head. Once it gets in your head, it's hard to get it out. Isn't that right, Tracy? And everyone else who's had the river in their head. Kevin. Pete, is it in your head? It was at first. I think he's kind of realizing he can do this. But I mean, look at that river. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! Little boogie water, a lot of little nothing ledges, and they kind of pick up a little bit, but not really. But all of a sudden, you'll see this big square rock. You want to be about 2 to 3 feet to the left of that rock. That's the boof flake for boat buster. But try to be right on that right side to catch that boof. At this level, just lean forward and lift your knees as you go off. It'll probably auto boof you. It's likely you're going to need to go all the way through Thunderhole. If it happens, just go through. There's plenty of eddy afterwards.
Boat Buster and then Thunderhole are up next. 2 fast, flushy rapids that might be the most fun on the river. It's the second and third of the big 5.
Go where Kevin's at. Go. You're good. Stay a little right. 2 feet off the rock. Yes, sir. Yeah, bingo! Woo! Nailed it! Love it. That's great. Yes, sir! Woo! Okay, watch out. Catch that hard left. That's what I'm talking about, son.
arrive at Triple Drop, the fourth of the big five, and the hardest, and the scariest. A lot of people swim here, and the swims are not friendly. Come on, little buddy.
You're good. Woo. We got one swim. Good. Grab your paddle. He's got it. Way to hang, bud. All right, just swim to your right or left. Either way is fine.
That way might be better.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Beast mode, baby. Got you a triple drop store. Hey, look, the boat kept your sandals. Oh, that's a good boat right there, Pete. Elbow? You got a little elbow grease on there?
A lot of places.
Pound it. I'm proud of you, man. That was a gnarly swim, baby. Woo! Oh, it's deep here. It's really deep. There's a rock right beside me and I missed it.
It hurt a lot.
That's a tricky, tricky rapid. Proud of you, man.
Is that the hardest thing here?
Yep, that's the hardest one. Post-swim interview. Pete, gnarly swim and triple drop. Give me 5. Look at that smile. That's the most I've seen him smile from any kayaking. How'd you like it?
I hit a lot of rocks.
You hit a lot of rocks. Did you feel like you're underwater for a while?
Not really for a while.
I felt like you were there for a while. I was like, get out of that thing, man. What did you do? Where'd you mess up?
I fell into the hole.
No brace. You leaned the wrong way, grabbed the bottom of your boat, and forgot to brace. You could have braced off the rock or the... But it's all right. You're creaking. Give me 5. Bounce back. We'll get the next one. All right, guys. I just got to tell you how proud I am of Pete. He's been acing this river, and that makes me proud. But he just got his rear end handed to him in triple drop, and that is a gnarly rapid. He swam 2/3 of that, and he's all ready to go. He's liking it now. Pound it. That's what I'm talking about. That's my boy.
Unrunnable rock jam, another really manky tight spot, and with the water being so low, this one would prove difficult.
How's that slicey boat working? All right, you basically go out in there and just make your way down there the best you can. That's all I can tell you. You go into there and get down through there the best you can all the way to the bottom. Just keep fighting for a place to go. Don't let yourself get stuck. Yeah, just keep going. Yep, there's no good route. You just keep fighting. Give him a little space. Back paddle. Now go. Lean right, yes. Can you get off? Hey, push off to your front. You good, Pete? So next is MAYTAG. The rock on the left is bad. So you want to get as far right on the ledge as you can. Boat angle right on the right side with the left stroke, and then paddle out of the hole. Roll. T-rest. Good work. Good job. Good job. See the, yeah, see the undercut on the side? Come on over, paddle hard. You got it. Boat angle left. You kind of go left on the left side of this thing, probably about as left as you can get at this water level. And there's a flake rock almost at the bottom. It's like, it looks like it's standing up in the water shooting straight up off of it. You want to go over that with a little bit of left angle. So you want to middle that thing. And with a right stroke as you go off of it, because the water slams into a wall. So you want to land pointing left and then paddle away from it. If you get up against the wall, lean over with your hand, don't let your boat touch it, and just work yourself up. Yeah. You got that, Pete?
Kevin nailed his line, and Pete got his first perfect booth. The next section of river is one of my favorites. It's the approach to Razorback. Razorback is the last of the big five, and the approach is beautiful Class 3 water. It really doesn't get any better.
You kind of want to ride the left side of this thing down with the left boat angle. At the bottom there's a kicker rock, sort of like that, but not as big. If you hit it with left boat angle, it puts you in the hole facing out. If you go down the right side, you're going to T-bone the wall in the room of doom. It's going to be okay, you just got to work it out no matter what you do. Whatever you do, try to go left boat angle and try to be on the left side. There's going to be a couple kickers that'll hit you, I think, from the left. Just kind of nose into them, so it doesn't push you further and further right. You good? I guess I'll go first if you want to roll this one last. I want to catch them from the bottom on this one.
We were at Razorback, the last of the big five, in a rapid that would give us a little bit of trouble. Whitewater kayaking can be violent, but just like life, you gotta keep fighting. You can tell that one hurt him, but they're fighting for it. And even in his pain, you could see him grab Pete's paddle to make sure he didn't flip. They're turning into whitewater boaters that understand they have to keep moving, keep fighting, and keep looking out for one another. And if I wasn't watching all those trout swimming, I may have noticed Shaphan was swimming with them.
What happened, Shay? Wait, there's a whirlpool or two in here, isn't there? I was like, what's going on? You good? Bruised? Oh, Pete speared him. Where's your paddle?
Right there.
Where? Oh, I got you.
Huntley's Retreat, another Manky Rapid. You just gotta fight your way through. At higher water, the lines are easier. At low water, there's really no good way to get through there. And it's somewhat of a scary proposition to send your young son into these scenarios. But he's ready, and he's willing. And over the weekend, I saw a look in his eye I've never seen before. Confidence, focus, determination, and perseverance, all wrapped up into one moment where you gotta shove yourself off and make it happen.
Hold on. Got this rock on me.
Good. That's good. Okay, yeah,
Good job, Pete. I started thinking about helping Pete on the way by.
Yeah.
You need a retarded line every now and then.
Loser down.
Loser! All right, Huntley's Retreat. Woo, it got a little ugly in there. Time to finish this bad boy out.
After Huntley's Retreat, the river starts winding down. You can see it and you can feel it. You've made all the big rapids, and now it's time to have a last little bit of fun before you have to hike up the hill. Last time Kevin was here with me, he swam 13 times, and one of them right there at that ledge. Today he only flipped once, but didn't swim. Still looking for his first combat role. Shaphan's looking better and better, knocking the rust off, and throwing a good brace out there to stay upright. And Pete's confidence is soaring. I couldn't be more proud. He even started mixing it up and surfing a little bit in some of the run-out rapids. And James, like me, just loves being in a boat, and it really doesn't matter where. Wilson Creek had delivered, and so had the crew.
Very good.
slide is one of the last of the rapids. You can slide off like Kevin did, or you can try to slide all the way down the rock. It's hard to get it just perfect, but it's fun to try.
Good stuff, guys. That was fun. Pete Beck. Fives, brother. You just aced Wilson Creek. Whoo-wee. Whoo, doggy. Pedro,
right there, boy.
give me 5. You did it, boy. Just made the run. We're about to go hit the world's best hot dogs up here in Mortimer, because we're at Wilson Creek, and yeah, you got to go to Mortimer. And that's just up the road here a little bit. Shaphan, talk to me about it. Well, we're here again at Betsy's Old Country Store in Mortimer. Ooh-wee. We're hungry. All right, so we've got the world's best hot dogs. How are they?
Good.
And I am super proud because this is a victory hot dog for a Wilson Creek running P5. Was all the trips to the boiling hole and roll practice and all that worth it? Looks like we could have used a little more roll practice there, right?
I hit my head on a rock where I was about to set up.
Knocked all the paint off his helmet. It was a pretty good hit, and it's a pretty gnarly swim. Took some skin off his elbows, but he jumped back in and took it like a man. Smiled all the way out of that one. He was smiling while he was still swimming, so I'm super proud about that. But everything else, he just flat aced, as I'm sure you just saw. And I could not be happier. I could not be more proud of you. He'll be taking me down the river soon, and that'll be a good day. All right, the hot dogs were good, but now it's time to hit the road. We'll see you either tonight or tomorrow. Yes, sir. James got to go off, take care of a couple things, but we'll link back up for our run on the Tellico. For us now, it's time to go find the Nantahala. Heading into the storm.
2 of them's on their way down right now.
Right on.
This one broke his paddle on his boat on the Cascades.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So he's going back to
paddle
the
and his boat? Yeah.
My boat was already broke, but
Now it's really broke. Y'all have a good one.
Yes, sir. Y'all too. Be safe.
We'll do it.
Go show them how to paddle, boss man. That water's cold.
All right, Pete, it's just wave trains and boogie. Don't hit any boulders and keep it pointed downstream and have fun. Nantahala, baby. Paddle slaps.
Nantahala is the opposite of Wilson Creek. The Wilson is technical creeking in a granite slab riverbed. The Nantahala is 8 miles of fast, flushy boogie water and wave trains. Nothing technical about it. Just point it down river, feel the speed, and enjoy the ride. A perfect cap to the end of the day.
There you go. Good run, boys. All right, so we just got off the river here at Nantahala Outdoor Center. Had a great run, good times. All right, we are here somewhere on the road between Nantahala and the Tellico. Got a Hardee's over there, so we're kind of knocking down the Hardee's burger. It's 10:06. How you feeling, Petey? Cool. Living life on the road as a kayak gypsy now, huh? So we've been throwing around some ideas. Pete's all down, but we're thinking maybe not set up camp because we'll get there like 11:30. perhaps we just get a hotel room and live big. What do you say? That Pete's all about it. He's like, come on, Dad. Come on, it's a hot shower. Does sound nice. All right, so we opted not to drive to the Tellico and set up stuff in the rain and just take it down first thing in the morning. We all started talking showers and stuff, and Shaphan was easily swayed, and his swayedness swayed me, and Pete was in the back. Hotel, Dad, hotel. So here we are. We decided, hey, let's spring for the old 45 bucks a night. It's not bad for 45 bucks. So doing it a little different this time. We're too tired to set up. Whew, that was a long day. So anyway, the bed's gonna be nice. Hot shower in just a second. And then back tomorrow for the Tellico. Bombing some rivers. Good day, brother. All right, Shafe. Good day. Looking cool laying in his bed over there. Who you texting?
Don't worry about it.
Who you texting? Maybe he's got a girlfriend.
The first day of our trip could not have gone better. And tomorrow morning, I would take Pete and the guys down my favorite river, the Tellico.